All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Bristol.
This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Series in action tonight at Bristol for race number 1 of a brand new season. It's the short track, it's the high bank concrete oval of Bristol Motor Speedway. It's a 150 lap race tonight, and it is going to be a good one. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and watch it right here on TurnLeftTV. Well, some short track action to kick off a brand new season. It's race number 1. It's a 150 lap race tonight at the high banks of Bristol. Who's got what it takes to bring home Bristol, baby? All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Should be a good one here tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster commentator here at TurnLeftTV. And this is round number 1, man, a 150 lap race at Bristol Motor Speedway. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Technically, we got about 5 minutes left to go here in the practice session before we kick it over. So, server time there a little bit off compared to what we're going to see here tonight. Quals begin here in about 5 minutes. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you want an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. How about some WordPress hosting, or online store hosting, or PPS hosting, and shared web hosting? All of those available through EliteHostingUSA.com. That's who provides our service here at High Octane Racing League. Don't forget to join us over at HighOctaneRacing.net. With updates, point standings, what series we have going on here. Great schedule. Kicking you in the face right there. Also, our quick link to our Discord server. That's where we do most of our business here at High Octane Racing League. If you'd like to join us to do some racing, we'd love to have you. Take a look at the schedule here in the Buschwackers Series. How about this, man? Couple short tracks hitting you in the face, Bristol and Iowa. There will be a Daytona road course on January the 19th. A little different twist there. Michigan International coming up on January the 26th, and we start kicking into the real stuff here pretty soon. NASCAR Speedway on February the 2nd. Daytona Duels on February the 9th to kick off the back half of that season. Daytona International on the 16th. Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Phoenix finish out the season. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. I appreciate everybody watching the broadcast, whether it be live or on replay. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, get that algorithm talking, and people watching this channel. And thanks to all those subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live. And I got a busy weekend here. High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. This should be a fun weekend in store for racing here at High Octane Racing League. But thanks for joining me here. I appreciate everybody watching the races and supporting the channel. Really do appreciate that. So hit that thumbs up button and share my videos with all your friends. You're more than welcome to do that. At least social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine here at TurnLeftTV. Got a few chatters in here. Ray Serrato in here, and also Claudio Bardelli Jr., Ritsky Novar. How about that? Ritsky all the way from Indonesia. Claudio racing from Brazil. And Givaldo, of course, kicking us off, as always. He's our honorary chat starter guy. I don't know, we got to give him an official title there. Givaldo Linares. So these guys getting ready to kick it over to the qualification session. Let's take a look at the track here at Bristol. Located in Bristol, Tennessee. A little over a half a mile in length. Banking in the corners, 24 to 28 degrees. Banking in the straights, 6 to 10 degrees. And then straightaways, 650 feet long. Concrete racing surface, man. It's a little bit of it feels like it's pretty narrow. I know it says 40 feet wide, but it feels pretty narrow here. And it's tough to make passes, tough on tires, but Bristol is a lot of fun. Anybody who knows anything about racing knows about Bristol Motor Speedway. What a way to kick off the season. About a minute left here before they kick it over to the qualification session. Some more racing in store coming up tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our first oval of the IndyCar Series season will be at Iowa Speedway. 220-lap race. Racing will start at, quals will start at 12, racing about 12:20. And this will be a great one. Of course, it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series coming up tomorrow at Iowa Speedway, race number 3 of the season. All right, these guys getting ready to go to quals. Get all our sponsors in. Sunoco not sponsoring this. I guarantee you that. These guys flipping over to qualification. Hey, Saturday Night Thunder also at Bristol, coming up at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow night. 150-lap race from Bristol in the Cup cars. Should be a fun race first race of a brand new season. Well, that's Saturday Night Thunder. That series has been going on for 22 years now, going on 23 years. Way back in 2001. Still going strong here on Saturday nights in the Cup Series. Looks like Todd Robillard out here on the track, getting his laps in. See what time Fedorov was 14.9, but Robillard with a 14.280. Great lap there for him. Will that stand? Let's take a look at Givaldo coming out on the track. His qualification attempt. 68 car. Chris Hughes down at the top of the grid with a 14.134. Marizon now P2. Givaldo does his outlap there. Looks like Marizon finished with his. Gordon Carter looks like he's finished up with his. Givaldo, I guess we'll go back to Givaldo. There we go. Givaldo, I'll tell you what, man, he's been getting faster and faster. Qualifying better, finishing better, and this 68 crew looking solid here. Right now, 7th on the grid. So 68 car here in lap number 2. Really pushing those tires. Givaldo right now 8th on the grid. Sean Jacobs is at first lap. He's now 7th on the grid. Bardelli Jr. up to 2nd. 4 1,000ths of a second separate P1, P2. Jacobs with a 14.285, I believe. Looks like he is 7th on the grid. Fireball flash. That's Dana Grover joining us in the chat session as well. Hammer! It's hammer time. It looks like everybody has, looks like Grover and Neto, I believe, looks like they might be starting in the back here tonight. So Gelson, Neto, good to see Gelson out. The 5X. All right, looks like everybody has qualified, so they will go over the drivers' meeting. We'll do the official qualification results here in just a few moments, about 6 minutes or so. Oh, Dana Grover said he's getting ready to come out here and get ready to go out. Out finishing his sandwich. So it looks like here he is. He's coming out on the grid in the 89 car here tonight. Another one of those great Franco Alvarez paint schemes. Chris Hughes at top time. Dana Grover in the 89 here. 2 laps go by in a hurry at this place. 14-second laps. Right now the top time, 14.134 by Chris Hughes. .452 for Dana Grover. Up to 10th on the grid. A little bit faster here, sector 2 of lap 2. Man, really wide there. 14.105. Dana Grover to the top of the grid. How about that run? Wow. Oh, he was slinging that car off of turn 4 there on lap 2, wasn't he? Holy Toledo. Great job, Dana Grover. Here we go, and thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here tonight. And let's get this party started. All right, again, thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. We're back. They got about a minute left officially in the qualification session. Right now they're going through the drivers' meeting. And again, we're at Bristol Motor Speedway tonight. It's race number 1 of a 10-race season. Let's take a look at that season. Iowa coming up next week. So a couple short tracks right off the bat, and then a little different twist here. Daytona Road Course. These cars pretty good on Daytona Road Course, actually. 40-lap race coming up on January the 19th. Michigan International, January the 26th. And starting off February at Nazareth Speedway, another short track, very short track heavy. First half of that schedule on February the 2nd. Daytona Duels, little twist there, 2 short races on February the 9th. And that is Daytona weekend too, by the way. Daytona International coming up, the full Monty on 16 February. And then we have Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. season number 1. Very interesting and a little bit different look here for you. Should be fun. Don't forget the Tough Trucks will be in action at Martinsville Speedway coming up on Tuesday. Some more short track action. Race number 5 of the season, 140-lap race. So Marty, who's got what it takes to bring home the victory there at that short track in the truck series. We've had some fantastic truck races, really have. So excited about what's coming up on Tuesday. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, the qualification session is over. Let's take a look at the results. Dana Grover with that 14.105 starts in P1. Chris Hughes will start in the second position. Good qual for him. Claudio Bardelli Jr., Craig Bears on row number 2. Row 3 will be Tom Robillard, Franco Alvarez, Ritsky Novar, Sean Jacobs make up row number 4. Gordon Carter and Jelson Neto make up row number 5. And welcome to Jelson. He sent me a message about a half hour before practice started and said, hey, can I race tonight? Gilmar Peixoto will start in the 11th position. Givaldo Spindola starts in 12th. Dennis Udich in 13th. Eugene Fedorov starts in the 4th position. Tony Furtado starts 15th, and John Stanley will start in P16. So these guys in the warm-up session. 8 minutes left in warm-up.
A lot of soul.
Let's take a look at the keys to the race here at Bristol. Tire management. It is so easy to get aggressive here because you're tight with these other guys. You got a lot of speed coming around this track, and it's easy to get aggressive here. But the problem with that is it burns up those tires in a hurry. Track position is going to be king here tonight. It's a little bit tough to make some passes, so you're going to have some good track position. Also, have some patience here tonight, man. Let these guys ahead of you burn up those tires, and they'll come back to you. Make sure your pit stops are on point. It's pretty kind of a unique pit situation here. With the way this is, but got to make sure those pit stops are on point. It's really easy to speed here. Pit lane speed is 35 miles per hour tonight. And you got to navigate that traffic as well tonight once you start rolling up on some lap traffic. Those are my keys to the race here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Good to see Eugene Fedorov coming out here with us tonight. We got some big names here tonight, man. Dennis Udich and Eugene Fedorov. Sean Jacobs, what a big name there, huh? Ritsky Novar. Chris Hughes. Man, big names in here. Gordon Carter. Got a lot of different countries represented here tonight, man. As I look here, we got Canada, we got Brazil, we got Argentina, we have Ukraine, We have, let's see, Russia as well, United States. So quite a few countries here, and I may have missed some as I'm looking through the list. Oh, Indonesia as well. Rizky Novar, Indonesia. I knew I missed one there. He's in the 10 car here tonight. So a lot of international flavor here at High Octane Racing League. Not only with stock cars, we have Indy cars, we do GT3 cars, BTCC. We do a little bit of everything here. And we enjoy it. Got 5 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Don't forget, if you're like Bristol, we got some more coming up for you tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and get beat up. I mean, absolutely beaten at Bristol. It's going to be a tough one for me. 150-lap race. I'll be worn out on that one. That's coming up tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to race with the broadcaster, come on out and race with us. There's a Discord address there on the banner. Preston Hassel joining us in the chat session. Good to see Preston. Hope family's doing okay, and you're doing okay. Good to see Preston. Maybe we'll see him back on the track here fairly soon. Once his girlfriend lets him come out and race with us. IndyCar back in action tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. We're going to be at Iowa, the first oval of the 6th race season. We got 3 ovals and 3 road courses, 220-lap race headed your way tomorrow. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV in the High Octane Racing League Indy cars. We've had 2 great races, man. Mid-Ohio and Indy road course were fantastic, and now our first oval of the season is Iowa. We'll take a look at that schedule. The Iowa event Gateway coming up next week, and then back to the road course at Road America, and finishing out the race season at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the oval for a 100-lap race to crown the champion in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. Couple minutes left here in the warm-up session. Take a look at that Tough Truck schedule. This runs on Tuesday nights. We just finished Dover, a great Dover race on last Tuesday. This coming Tuesday we'll be at Martinsville. And in the back half of that season, we got Atlanta, Gateway, North Wilkesboro, Kentucky, and Daytona in the Tough Truck Series. All right, get ready to go, baby. Here we go. You got your picks? My pick to win this race. Ooh, man. Who's going to win this race? All right, boys. Let's get this party started.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at the starting order here at Bristol. Dana Grover in the 89 starts P1. Chris Hughes outside row 1 in that 7 car. Craig Marzon starts in the 3rd position. Todd Robillard starts in P4. Starting in the 5th position is Franco Alvarez in the 83. Ritzky Dobar in the 10 starts 6th. Sean Jacobs in the 24 starts 7th. Gordon Carter will start in the 8th position. Starting in 9th will be Jelson Neto in the 5X. Jomar Peixoto in the 71 starts 10th. Givaldo Spindler starts in the 11th position in a 68 car. Dennis Shooters in the 47 starts in P12. Starting in the 13th position, Eugene Fedorov in the 84. Tony Furtado in the 9 starts 14th. John Stanley in the 12 starts 15th. And starting in the 16th position is Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 19th car. My pick to win this race is Chris Hughes. That's who I think is going to win this one. Don't forget to, my keys to the race, manage those tires, man. Get some track position here. Track position's everything, but don't push it too hard. Be patient. Make sure those pit stops are on point and navigate that traffic. When it's time to go, you got to go. For my keys to the race here tonight at Bristol. So good 16-car field here tonight. And Dana Grover, Canadian drivers will lead the field to take the green flag. And we're off here at Bristol. Grover in the 89, clearing the 7 car. Oh, Givaldo a little sideways. Givaldo had to play catch up there. He's off the pace a little bit. 19 goes down. Oh, no! Goes down to the apron there, trying to get by. Drifts up the track, gets into the 68 car. Wow, tough little start there for this 19 and the 68. Wow. Man, those guys almost came around too. What in the world? Take a look here and see what happened to Mordelli as he's trying to get around a 68 who had come back up on the track, and he gets down onto the apron and drifts up the track, gets into the 68. And then a great job of holding on to that. John Stanley out of the gas to keep from avoiding that. Man, that was a crazy look there from John Stanley's point of view. On board here with him. Watch this. Oh! He wisely gets out of the throttle right there. Boy, it's a big one. Dana Grover, the leader. Chris Hughes in second. Craig Marizon in the third position. There's a little two-car breakaway right there. As we go back to P3, Marizon leading a little three-car run there with Marizon, Robillard, and Novar. Alvarez running in the sixth position. Mordelli Jr. trying to play a little catch-up now. He's caught Eugene Fedorov in the 84. 19, maybe not too much damage for him. And he gets through. Tony Furtado. Oh, a little bit loose there. Oh, man. Guy's getting a little bit loose here. Oh, these guys drifted up the track. 71 car having some trouble. Yomar Peixoto in that 71 having a little bit of trouble there, trying to play some catch-up. The new paint scheme out here on the track. That got wild there. Wow. Take a look at that right there, man. That's 3 wide. I don't know what was going on. That got crazy. 3 wide. Tado down on the bottom side. Those guys trying to hold on. There was more action here. Right there. Wow. Almost a tragedy. Take a look at this. A 90 car working on the back of the 60. Todd Robillard in that Sunoco sponsor machine gets by the 60 of Craig Marizon. Looking at Todd Robillard's machine at the 60. Craig Marizon, Ritsky Novar running P4, P5. Tado there trying to now make up some time. The near miss for him, and now picks up P10, getting by the 68 car. Those guys have had a tough, interesting, eventful first part of the race. Eugene Fedorov in the 84. Oh, that 47 gets a little loose. 47 gets loose. The back end wants to come around, and he catches it as Fedorov makes that pass. Got to really take care of those tires, man. You can't push them too hard here early on. As we're starting to see a little tighter battle here for the race lead. Dana Grover is the leader. Chris Hughes is in second. The 89 car showing some muscle here tonight. The track's VR's on a holiday hour, so they're closed, and he is racing from home tonight. Chris Hughes in the 7 car, one of our New Mexico drivers. Running in P2, and he is starting to work on the back of that 89 car. Looks like he's going to go down to the bottom side here, so Chris Hughes taking the race lead. That's going to let Todd Robillard there, that little racing there side by side, lets Robillard in the 90 car catch up, and he's always strong at Bristol as well. So he likes those tracks where you've really got to get up on the wheel and drive that car, because the back end wants to come around a little bit here, and you got to push it. It's like a Gelson Neto on the pit lane here early on. Gelson in his first race out, He's coming down pit lane for an early pit stop here. Hopefully, maybe get some damage repaired on that machine. Take a look at our side-by-side there as Gelson Neto on pit lane. Unscheduled pit stop for the 5X machine. A lot of damage, I think, getting repaired for this car. He is on pit lane for quite a while. That could be devastating at this track. This battle for P2. Oh, no! Oh! The 7 car into the wall. 89 car holding on to it. My heavens, what happened to the 7? He just snapped loose. And it stays green. Something happened to the 7 car. Take a look there. Oh, there was contact there, too. Something happened to Chris Hughes. Take a look here at Chris Hughes, and the thing just come around. Just got loose on him. The back end came around. Yeah, he just, he smacks the wall there coming off. That's what happened. He got a little bit wide there coming off, and he got a little bit wide on corner exit, and those guys are trying to avoid him. And that's what caused the issue. So the 7 car damage. A little bit too wide on corner exit. Robillard is the leader. Chris Hughes now on pit lane. Take a look at Marizon. He is up to the 3rd position. And we'll take a look at Chris Hughes taking some service. Left side damage to that, right side damage to that car. Looks like Neto's finished up his pit stop, coming back out on track. A little bit of lap traffic now facing these guys. Learn how to navigate through lap traffic. Robillard is the leader. 2 cars lap down now. Dennis Hudichin, the last car on the lead lap. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in the 56 car. He's running in P6. Just behind him is Givaldo. Now, Givaldo is in the 14th position in the 68 car, but Gordon Carter starting to roll up on Franco Alvarez in the 83. On board here with Gordon Carter. He's taking a look at Franco Alvarez. Eugene Fedorov and Jomar Peixoto here battling it out. Fedorov in the 84 car on the inside. 71 of Jomar Peixoto up on the outside line. Good battle here. And this is for P10, and it looks like Fedorov pulls off that pass. Margelli Jr. recovering from an early incident, man. Oh, he's in a meat and a sandwich right now. Battling Dana Grover, a little lap traffic there. And Margelli Jr. picking up that spot, now P8. Grover falling back to the 9th position. John Stanley here now closing in on Jomar Peixoto. 12 of John Stanley looking to pick up P11. He's on the inside. He has got the room if he needs to pull off that pass. There he goes. With John Stanley in the 12. The staple gun. Picking up a spot. Robillard is the leader. Got about an 0.8 of a second lead over P2. He is rolling up on some lap traffic. We're 41 laps in, and we've had an eventful race here, but no caution flags. I don't mean to jinx it, but no caution flags so far. We've certainly tried to bring out one, that's for sure. Tony Furtado, he's had an eventful first part of the race here. He's running in that 9 car as Bardelli Jr. closes it in. Furtado in P7. Bardelli Jr. running in the 8th position, looking out of the back of Furtado's machine at Claudio Bardelli Jr. You see the back end of that car wanting to come around a little bit off the turn. Just a little bit right there. You see that just a little bit oversteer right there. Bardelli Jr. had to hang on to that thing. I think he's had some pretty eventful first half of the race. Those tires might be burgered up for him. As Furtado's starting to open up some gap. Nelson Netos retired his machine. That's a tough break there for him in his first race out for us. Definitely welcome him back anytime. Got a little interesting here. We'll take a look at Franco Alvarez in this 83. They're just absolutely spanking on each other back here. As the 56 trying to get around that 68. 68 car is 1 lap down. Or actually 2 laps down now. Sean Jacobs starting to climb up the grid here in this 24. Not known for his short track prowess, but he is really up in his game. 24 Vulcan-sponsored Chevy Camaro. For our Pennsylvania drivers, those guys are going to get a boatload of snow here this weekend. Here in some places up to a foot of snow in Pennsylvania. Sean Jacobs picking up a spot. He is now in P3, looking very, very solid. He is only 1 second back to the race leader. He saved those tires in the first half of that run, got around Craig Marizon, and now finds himself in P3. Marizon back to the 4th position, but he's got some company here with Franco Alvarez looking on the bottom side in that 83 Camaro. Bass Pro Shop sponsor machine. Good battle here between the Magpul Dynamics sponsored Chevy Camaro and the number 83 Bass Pro Shop sponsor machine as Alvarez picking up P4. Marizon falling back to P5. Robillard weaving his way through some lap traffic here. And it's starting to tighten up here with Robillard because you see Ritsky Novar not too far back, but look who's right behind him, and that is Sean Jacobs. Lap traffic. John Stanley down on the bottom side, letting those lead lap cars go by. Sean Jacobs starting to close in here on this 10 car. Ritsky Novar in the 10, running in the 2nd position. Sean Jacobs in P3. Franco Alvarez closing in as well. Marizon there as well. Alvarez looking on the bottom side. You look out to the back of Ritsky Novar's machine. You see Alvarez and Jacobs battling for a position. And Alvarez getting that spot. This guy's starting to get around some lap traffic. And Sean Jacobs did not come out on top on that one, man. That did not work out well for him. He lost a couple positions. He was closing in on the 10 car. Now he's lost a couple positions there as Marizon starting to climb back up here. As now Ritsky Novar gives up another spot as Franco Alvarez now finds himself in P2 in the 83. Closing in on the 90. Franco Alvarez absolutely loves Bristol. And we have got an absolute mess behind them. These guys are really getting after it. Alvarez now battling for the race lead. Coming up on some lap traffic here. This could get a little dicey. Robillard's going to let him have it as the 83 now the race leader. And I'm telling you right now, these guys absolutely having a dogfight back here for P4, 5, 6, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. All battling for a spot. Alvarez now trying to work his way through some lap traffic. Now you're going to start getting a little bit different strategy here. Guys pitting early, maybe taking some fresh tires. Peixoto is on pit lane. See Peixoto on pit lane here on lap 61. Things go by in a hurry here as Franco Alvarez now getting by Dennis Schudichin. Schudichin now finds himself one lap down. He's in the lucky dog spot. Schudichin battling Dana Grover. Schudichin in the 47. Dana Grover in that 90 car up on the outside line. Excuse me, the 89 car up on the outside line. And the 47 gets by, but looks like this is a moment ago as Franco Alvarez had gotten by and put him a lap down. Take a look at Robillard here running in P2. A lot of laps to go here. Givaldo smacking the wall there coming off the turn. That 68 car trying to get out of everybody's way. Novar and Marizon here battling it out, trying to weave their way through some lap traffic. Sean Jacobs also trying to weave his way through lap traffic. Gordon Carter running in the 6th position. Forward here with him. I'm hearing some talk about pit stops in the chat session and also from these drivers. Fedorov on pit lane in the 84 car. And this may start the train of pit stops. Furtado and Fedorov both on pit lane. You see Fedorov entering his pit stall here in the 84 car, taking service. Furtado finishing up his pit stop. Got the Ice Princess on pit lane. A great paint scheme there. Gelson had lost his connection. Rejoin. Rejoins are on, by the way. So you're out of the hunt there, but you're more than welcome to rejoin. Franco Alvarez is our leader, and he has opened up a pretty wide gap there. 3.8 second gap on Robillard. The first of the lead lap cars coming down pit lane, making pit stops. Robillard and Novar having a little bit of a battle now. You see Tony Furtado, after coming off pit lane, now back out on track and trying to get his lap back. He is on fresher tires. Here in that Valvoline sponsored machine, number 9 car. Sean Jacobs indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. As we'll take a look at Franco Alvarez. Also now Robillard indicating he's coming down pit lane. So just past halfway, Franco Alvarez is the leader here in the 83. Novar in second, Marizon third, Gordon Carter on pit lane shown in fourth. Dennis Schudichin is one lap down in fifth. John Stanley on pit lane here in the 12 car. Yeah, a little trouble pitting. And now had to come back down pit road. So I think he missed pit entrance, and he was scrubbed off quite a bit of speed and lost some positions. But now on pit lane, Franco Alvarez on pit lane, our race leader. So Alvarez making a pit stop here in that Bass Pro Shop sponsored Camaro, number 83. Team Swoop. As Ricky Novar is our race leader. He is in some lap traffic as well. See Fedorov, also Yudichin. Right there, that's just the international flavor right there. We got Indonesia, we got Ukraine, we got Russia, all represented right there in those three cars. And they're all good friends. Novar in the 10, the leader. Gordon Carter had to come back down pit lane, and he got caught speeding. Sean Jacobs back out on the track. He is running in the 6th position in that 24 car. Marizon just behind him. Marizon in 7th in the 60. A couple Camaros here. Very Camaro-rich field. There's a few Fords there, but he's the top 10. 5 Camaros in the top 10. Chevys. Novar in the Toyota is on pit lane, giving up the race lead, and Alvarez is going to reassume the race lead. So Novar on pit lane, and Franco Alvarez now back to the race lead. About a 4-second lead over Tony Furtado. And as we see, Novar now coming back out on track after making his pit stop. He is in P8. Tony Furtado, good run here for him. He had a little bit of a busy first half of that race. First 10 laps were kind of dicey, but now he finds himself in P2. He and Todd Robillard having a good fight here. Couple Chevys. 9 and the 90. Valdo gets penalized. Givaldo's got a speeding penalty on pit lane. And it looks like the 90 car is going to get by the 9. So Givaldo back on pit lane, serving his penalty. After speeding on pit lane, that is devastating, man, here at this track. He's had a little bit of a tough night. Finds himself about 10 laps down. Probably not the night that he wanted, but I think he just loves getting out here and racing as well. Not so much about wins with Givaldo. He just likes to get out here and spend time with his friends, and he's really one of the nicest guys out there, and I do mean that. Ricky Novar here battling Eugene Fedorov. As Novar picking up a spot. Well, the 10 car making a spot, picking up a spot there on Fedorov. Novar now up to P7. Fedorov is in 8th. Take a look at Dana Grover here in the 89 car. Remember, he led some laps here at the beginning. He's our pole setter. He had some trouble trying to play catch up here. He's running in the 11th position, 2 laps down. I picked to win this race is Chris Hughes. He had some trouble there and had to retire his machine. Right now, Franco Alvarez in control. Looks like Gordon Carter now closing in on fresher tires. He is 2 laps down. He wants to get one of those laps back here in this 56 car. And this could cause Alvarez just a little bit of grief here. He's got a 5-second lead over Robillard. And didn't make it too hard there for the 56 car to get by. About Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in P4. He and Sean Jacobs having a pretty good battle here. Marizon in this mix as well. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th. Bardelli Jr. had such an eventful first 10, 15 laps of this race, and I'm really surprised to see this 19 car with all those problems that he had early. He must have got that damage fixed. Now finds himself in the 4th position. Just behind him is Sean Jacobs. Marizon running in 6th. Novar 1 lap down in P7. Take a look at Dennis Shudichin. Kind of out there by himself right now, running in the top 10. He's in the 9th position here on lap 104. He finds himself 2 laps down. It's been an eventful night here for him early on. That car got really, really loose. But running in the top 10. In 10th is John Stanley in the 12 car. A little bit of traffic right now. He's also 2 laps down. We're looking for a good run here, but going to probably need a little help here to pick up some positions. With the only other car ahead of him that's 2 laps down is Dennis Shudichin. Alvarez starting to fall back there a little bit as Robillard cutting into that time. Alvarez may be taking care of those tires. There's really not a huge reason here to be pushing the car outside its limits. Looking at about a 5-second gap. As Robillard was working his way through some traffic. That slowed him up a little bit. And Furtado now on the outside here trying to get by Givaldo. And you're trying to do this safely, but man, you're trying to hang on to the car as well. And it's tough to do here at Bristol. .40 laps to go. And we have been caution-free. And I'll tell you what, man, I've said this to the guys and, made posts in Discord about it as well, how you could see a huge change in the attitudes. And we had some, pretty open about it. We had quite some negativity for a while in the race leagues, various series, and man, the guys have really stepped it up, and that negativity is gone. They've sort of filtered their way out, and we have a lot of positive guys here, a lot of guys that are cheering each other on, helping each other out, and nobody gets upset if somebody gets crashed out or something like that. And here is one of the leaders of that too, and that is that 90 car. He sets the example on how to treat other drivers and how to sort of be even keel when it comes to racing. You never see him really get upset. You don't see him lashing out or anything like that. And it has really fostered a great spirit throughout this little racing community that we have. And that's where we're seeing some new drivers joining us. We're seeing some bigger fields and so forth. Franco Alvarez continuing the lead. That lead is down to 3.5 seconds. He's had a little trouble with some lap traffic. A 3.5 second gap now. Oh, wow, that got tight with that tin car. Tin car on fresher tires, trying to get by. And he does. He wants that lap back. Brickyard Novar wants that lap back. He has been so helpful for us here at High Octane Racing League with car sets and advice, especially in those road course series. Does such a great job. And here he is racing, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning there. I'd still be in bed. Jomar Peixoto on pit lane after looks like he might have taken a penalty. So Peixoto doing a drive-through penalty, I believe, in that 71 car. Take a look at Brickyard Novar here in the 7th position in that Toyota. Getting by Dana Grover. And side by side with Dana Grover, now pulling off that pass, not for position. Peixoto back up on the track here in P13. Take a look at Gordon Carter here in the 11th spot. High place moving sponsored Chevy, the 56 car. Trying to crack the top 10. They're Canadian drivers. Serving as an admin here, or a board member, I should say, at the High Octane Racing League. Does a great job, sets a great example, does some painting for us, and comes out and helps us test and so forth. And great advice. That boy can paint too, man. Team swoop, Franco Alvarez, 3.4 second gap on Todd Robillard. But that battle for P2 is starting to tighten up. And that is really starting to tighten up there behind. And that's going to have help Alvarez out a little bit, I should say, as Robillard and Furtado starting to battle for position. Robillard running in second, Furtado running in the third position. And they're starting to roll up on a little lap traffic there with Dana Grover as well. I'm hearing that maybe these guys got to come back down pit lane. The 9 car indicating he's got to make a pit stop. Take a look at Brickyard Novar here. Craig Marizon battling for position. Novar in the 10, getting by Marizon. Marizon now in 7th. Now in 6th as Furtado makes a pit stop. And Brickyard Novar up to P5. Furtado finishing up his pit stop, coming back out on track as we're taking a look at Franco Alvarez on that left side screen. As Tony Furtado rejoins the racing surface in P11, and that will probably be his last pit stop here, barring any unforeseen problems. Furtado now getting by Robillard there, not for position. Furtado now finds himself 2 laps down in P11. 5-second gap there now with Alvarez and Robillard. Robillard got in a little bit of a fisticuff. Racing it out there with Furtado and scrubbed off some speed. Take a look at Eugene Fedorov and Dennis Unichin racing for position. Unichin on the inside. Gilmar Peixoto in this mix as well in that 71 car. But, Unichin gets by. Picks up that spot. Fedorov letting him have it, I think. Not racing too hard here late in the race. And now Unichin up to P7. I think Alvarez was on a little bit of a tire save strategy. Jelson said he lost connection, tried to rejoin it looked like, but then was not successful. Givaldo going up there and letting those guys through. A little lap traffic here for Alvarez. Ritsky Novar. Novar running in P5, now one lap down. And a little bit of lap traffic. Looks like Alvarez has a pretty decent gap there to Alexei Salviev. In here, he's Ritsky on. Take a look at this battle here. John Stanley. Stanley closing in on using that gap that the 24 car made there and getting by Eugene Fedorov. So Stanley up to P8 as Fedorov falling back to the 9th position. So John Stanley picking up some spots here late in the race. Alvarez now going to the bottom side here with Bardelli Jr. up on the outside line. Bardelli Jr. in P4 and Alvarez getting by. This has been caution free. 5 laps to go. I would bet you that there's going to be a lot of patience here with this. Oh, my heavens. Alvarez in a hornet's nest right now. Alvarez in a hornet's nest. These guys just racing for position. They can't find a way to get out of the way. And Alvarez going to the outside. He's kind of mixed in, but this is danger time for him. Somebody has a little slip, and he is in big trouble. He's way out of the groove there. As you see the 56 car, he's trying to race to the finish. And Alvarez, if he gets too impatient, he may end up wrecking this car, but he gets through. Wow. Franco Alvarez had to weave his way through some lap traffic with just 2 to go. 1 lap to go here for the 83 car. Franco Alvarez. Starting to drift that car. Coming off the final turn, Franco Alvarez in the 83 Bass Pro Shops sponsor Camaro gets the race victory here. Wow. And the Bass Pro Shop sponsor machine in victory lane. Caution-free race here at Bristol, not Daytona. What are we talking about? So, great run there. Great job, Franco Alvarez. So a great job to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. Wow. Let's take a look at the finishing order. Wow. What a fantastic job by Franco and really everybody, man. They did a great job racing each other cleanly tonight, man. The first part of that race was, woo, that was a little tough, wasn't it? It's a little scary. But a great job to Franco Alvarez on getting the win. Big time win here at Bristol. Let's take a look at the final results. Franco Alvarez gets the win in the 83 car. Todd Robillard finishes second. Sean Jacobs third. An all Camaro 1-2-3. Claudio Bardelli Jr., the top Ford in the 19 cars, finishes in the fourth position. Ricky Novar, the top Toyota, finishes in P5. Craig Marizon finishes sixth. John Stanley seventh. Tony Furtado finishes in the eighth position. Gordon Carter ninth. And finishing in the 10th position is Dennis Udichin. Finishing in P11, Eugene Fedorov in the 84. Dana Grover finishes 12th. Jomar Peixoto in the 71 finished 13th. Givaldo Spindola in the 14th position in the 68 car. Gelson Neto in his first race out in that 5X had a little tough break there with the connection issue. Finishes in P15, and Chris Hughes finishes in the 16th position. So congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here in the Buschwackers Series at Bristol. See if we can't get him up in the broadcast booth, but what a race there, huh? All right, Franco Alvarez joining us up here in the broadcast booth. And, wow, would you expect a caution-free race here at Bristol?
Hey, here, good night to everybody watching the race. Oh my gosh, what a race, man. I'm not gonna say I expected a full green flag race, but I did expect really few cautions, if they happen. So, I am not surprised, man. Everybody on the grid is capable of doing it, so everybody show it today what we can do.
Well, it looked like the beginning of the race was, sort of, you just had to survive it because a lot of guys were, kind of getting loose and hitting the inside wall or trying to hold on to the thing, and there was a big pack of cars that were all wadded up. What was going through your mind when that stuff was happening?
Well, I had a smile from side to side because I was running in 5th or 6th on pure pace. I did not have the pace to be batting for the race. So I'm really happy for this field to be so competitive. It was extremely hard to win the race. And the race came to me because of strategy. I used the first 40 to 50 laps to save my tires, save my stuff, and push with everything I had at the end of the run. And it paid off. I went from...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, I went from 4th to 1st in like 10 laps, and then I created the gap before the pit stop, so I could guarantee a good result.
And on that last run, after you made a pit stop there was a little bit there. It looked like that Robillard was kind of coming in and closing up. Were you on that tire safe strategy on that last fuel run?
Yes, I was. I was really taking care with the back markers, and I was saving my tires as well. At the end of the run, I pushed really, really hard, and I opened the gap from 3 to 11 seconds. So, yeah, I was just saving, expecting a caution, just playing the long race.
Well, we got another short track headed your way next week. We have Iowa Speedway. Very different, but also another high-speed track and a lot of room to race there. 125 laps at that one. What's your plan there?
Well, that race will be really fun. Because you can race all the way to the wall, and you can go all the way down to the line. So you have a lot of space to race, as you said. And the tire how is it called? The tire degradation is really high at Iowa as well. So you need to really take care of your stuff. So it's gonna be a blast, like this one, man.
Well, hey, good to see the Bass Pro Shops sponsored Camaro in Victory Lane. You got the new paint scheme and looks great in Victory Lane. Congratulations to you and best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. That paint scheme gave me a lot of luck, winning a lot recently. So really happy for putting the 83 Chevy Camaro on the Victory Lane away again. And thank you for the race, man. That was really, really fun. And see you guys on the next one.
I do have to ask, have you ever actually been fishing before?
No, sir.
Oh, my God.
I just love the logo.
All right, man. All right, you take care, and we'll see you next week.
You too, man. See you.
That's Franco Alvarez. We got to take him fishing. And that's one of the greatest gifts of life, is to be able to sit out there and just cast your line in the water and relax and just listen to the breeze and listen to the water and listen to the birds chirp, man. That's an awesome day in my book. But congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the win here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Well, don't forget, we have some more racing in store for you here at High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. We'll be at Iowa Speedway coming up tomorrow in the High Octane Racing League IndyCar Series. That's right, the IndyCar Series in action at a great oval for IndyCars, too. A little short track oval, 220-lap race at Iowa. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV, and this will be a fun one, man. It was the last time we did the IndyCar Series, and I think it's really one of my favorite ovals for IndyCars. Of course, my favorite is Indianapolis Motor Speedway, but Iowa probably my second favorite there. But that's going to be a fun one, man. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV coming up at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. Thanks so much for coming out here and joining me on the YouTube channel. Peace to everybody out there. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, please do so. To get the algorithm talking, I'd like to get this video out there for people to see. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And, hey, share my videos with all your friends and encourage them to smash that bell to get updates when races are going live. And thanks for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Saturday Night Thunder in action at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow. We'll be at Bristol for another great short track race. 150-lap race in the Saturday Night Thunder at Bristol coming up tomorrow in the Saturday Night Thunder.
A lot of soul.
High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks will be in action on Tuesday at Martinsville. Some more short track action, man. We got short tracks after short tracks after short tracks this week. We got Bristol, we have Iowa, we have Martinsville. My heavens, man. Race number 5 of the season, 140-lap race from Martinsville and the High Octane Racing League Tough Trucks. That's Tuesday, January the 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget the Buschwackers Series will be at Iowa next week. Another short track hitting you in the face in the Buschwackers Series. Can Franco Alvarez make it 2 in a row? He seems to be talking it up. He likes Iowa. Never know. Congratulations to Franco Alvarez on getting the big win. And don't forget to share my videos with all your friends. And don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. That's going to do it for me tonight. Again, thanks so much for coming in here. And that's going to be it for me, and I will see you next time. I'm out of here.